This is Dr. Samuel Loomis. File reference 01. I'm sitting in a rundown motel on the edge of town. The wallpaper curls from damp. The air smells of mildew and cigarettes. And the lamp on the nightstand flickers, like it's gasping for life. The file is spread across the bed beside me. I was staring at it when the call came.
Patient escaped. State vehicle missing.
They spoke in clipped tones, bureaucratic, like it was a clerical error. Not an emergency. Not a plague unchained. I already had the photographs out. I always do. I tell myself it's study. But the truth is, I can't stop looking. Judith Myers, 17 years old. Chest cavity opened with surgical precision. 17 stab wounds, each one angled, measured, placed. Not a frenzy. Not an accident. Her sternum cracked in 3 places, her heart split open like fruit. In the picture, her eyes are still wide, shock frozen on her face. The camera caught the gleam of sweat on her brow, the way her fingers clawed at the bedsheet in the last moments. Daniel Hodges, 19. Hallway outside the bedroom, a single incision across the throat. Clean, deliberate, fatal, in seconds. The report uses words like incision and collapse, trajectory, cold words. But I saw the photograph. Blood fanned across the plaster in a wide, dark spray, catching the picture frames as it fell. The boy's body folded on itself, knees twisted under him, like broken scaffolding discarded on a work site. And then, the image burned deepest into me. A child, 6 years old, standing on the lawn in a stained clown costume. The mask tilted, painted smile, flecked with his sister's blood. The knife dangled from his hand, slick, almost longer than his arm. The officer said he offered no resistance, no fear, no sound. He just waited. There is a photograph of that moment. The cruiser door open, the flashbulb igniting, and his face in the mask staring straight into the camera. I've studied it for years. The troopers in the background avert their eyes, one man pressing a hand to his mouth like he might be sick. And in the center, those hollow eye holes. Not the eyes of a boy, not the eyes of anything human. The kind of stare that reaches into you, strips away whatever faith you have in innocence. I warned them. For 15 years, I warned them. They said he was catatonic, manageable, that the silence was progress. They called me hysterical. They cut funding. They shortened his sessions. They refused every request I filed to have him transferred to a maximum facility. Paper pushers, title holders, men who measure evil by the hour it takes to fill out a form. And now he is free. That is why I record this in this rotting motel with rain eating through the gutters. Because tomorrow, when they bury their mistake in press conferences and statements, they will call it an incident. They will say no one could have known. But I knew. I knew the night a 6-year-old child stood with blood on his mask and stared through me with eyes that were not a child's. Tonight those eyes are moving again. Number, he is home, and the killing night is here.